After a violent run-in with security guards attached to Republic Bank Limited, Cassandra Lindbergh Fernandez, the young mother seen in the widely circulated video, has come forward to tell her story in her own words. 36-year-old Lindbergh Fernandez said what started out as a harmless visit to the bank to request a copy of a document she submitted for a University of Guyana loan in 2018 escalated when she was denied access to the bank's Water Street branch location. In her account of the events that unfolded, Lindbergh Fernandez said with her young child in hand, she joined the line like everyone else around 11 a.m. last Monday. When her turn came, she was asked by the security guard to present her vaccination card and her national identification card.
I told him I hadn't any. However, I have the child's clinic card and my ID. He said, "Ma'am, that can't work." I said, "But the gazetted order makes exemptions for breastfeeding moms." He said, "Ma'am, I don't know anything about that." So I said, "You know what? Can I speak with a manager?"
The unvaccinated mother claims that her request fell on deaf ears. After waiting for nearly half an hour to speak with the manager, she inquired again, but to no avail. She claims she stood waiting in another line for another half an hour. Growing tired of the long wait, she saw staff and asked him for guidance as he was entering the building.
Staff already entered the building, turned to sanitize his hand. And he said, I used that opportunity to ask the staff, for an excuse, because the door was still open. So I said, "Excuse me, can I get some assistance?" By the time I could start relating the incident, blam, the security guard slammed the door.
Now desperate, Lindbergh Fernandez said she stuck her feet in the door to request help. She alleged that the guards attempted to close the door, but instead sandwiched her and her 18-month-old son.
As he's pressing, I said, "Man, you know what? I'll step out. But I can't unless you ease the door and you're squeezing the child's legs." Right? And I said, I was telling this female security now, I said, "Man, you're pressing on his back. Right? Just ease a bit. I will step out." I don't know if what I said, because it's not aggressive at this point. I don't know if what I said aggravated her in some way, because she started pressing harder on the child's back. Right? "Sister, you're squeezing the child. Open the door. You're squeezing him." And girl, that's the point the security took it upon herself to chuck me.
Her baby reportedly went flying out of her hand as a result of the assault. The woman is now fearful that there could be long-term health complications as a result of the fall sustained by the toddler.
Received some medication, and I was asked to put him on watch for 24 hours and then for a month, because they were saying, head injuries for children, it doesn't always manifest early.
Expressing their concern, Republic Bank, via a statement, committed that they are, I quote, "working to bring the matter to a swift and satisfactory resolution," end of quote. Although a report was lodged by Lindbergh Fernandez, it is unclear if any disciplinary actions or charges have been laid against any of the parties involved. The female security guard is employed by Professional Guard Service Limited. When contacted for a comment, a representative from the company could only confirm that an internal investigation is currently ongoing. Police could not immediately provide an update on the case. In an August 11 memorandum disseminated by the Chief Medical Officer, pregnant women and breastfeeding mothers were exempted from receiving the COVID-19 vaccine. However, on Thursday, the Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Narain Singh, was quoted in another section of the media saying that pregnant and breastfeeding women are no longer exempted. Breastfeeding mothers have up to 6 months from their date of delivery to take the COVID jab. The updated COVID-19 guidelines, published in August, makes it clear that everyone needs to show either proof of vaccination or results of a recent PCR test to enter public buildings. Ms. Lindbergh Fernandez also failed to present the requisite PCR test result. Reporting for the HGP Nightly News, I'm El Griffith.